Zel, boy, Army, welcome to another video on the channel. In this one, we're going to be looking at how to attack with the 4-4-2. So I'm going to be going through the tactic quickly, talking about the type of players you'll want in the 4-4-2, and then showing you some actual gameplay clips and like the attacking patterns and things you want to be doing in the 4-4-2 to get better and score more goals. So it's similar to some of the tactic videos done before, just a little bit more in depth on the actual attacking side. If you want more in depth on the actual tactics and the 4-4-2 as a whole, then go check out one of my 4-4-2 videos. Apologies about how my voice sounds. I've ordered a COVID test. I've had quite a few of the symptoms. I've been feeling really, really rough the last few days. So haven't been streaming the last few days, but I'm trying to put out YouTube videos for you guys still. So I appreciate the support and bearing with me. So the first thing I want to say about the 4-4-2 is the type of players you'll need. So you can see here in my custom tactics, this is how I've lined it up. I put my 5-star weak foot players up front. So in the striker position, ideally you'd like to have 5-star weak foot. It just makes you less predictable and makes it far easier to attack and break people down because you can turn either way. It makes it just a lot harder for them to defend. Out wide, you want a lot of pace. So obviously here, I've got a pretty insane team on this account. But I use these same tactics and hit a 30-0 with like a 400k team on PlayStation. Like you don't need to have these insane players. I've done videos recently about the best players in different positions, best 5-star weak foot players. So there's a lot of different options, even at the cheaper end. But yeah, 5-star weak foot front ideal. Pace out wide just to stretch teams with the width, and then in the CDM position, you want a destroyer that just sits back a bit more, keeps the team like glued together. And then the creator, so in this team it's Bruno Fernandes. Having that creator who just joins the attack a bit more, just offers a little bit behind the strikers, just a bit of an outlet. Someone creative as well who's got the passing to get the players, your top attackers into position. In terms of we're not going to look at the defensive style too much, but it does make a difference on the attack, having a bit of a pressing tactic. I'm going to do a video as well tonight about the new patch that's coming soon that EA have given us the notes for. I do think that it could change the game quite a bit with how they're nerfing it. They're nerfing the press, nerfing skills even more. So it could end up being we could be going back to a drop back meta that might actually be the way the game works. Obviously, I don't really want to encourage it, but this channel's all about helping you guys improve at FIFA. And if the best way of playing is going to be drop back, then I'll be telling you guys that. But yeah, hopefully that's not the way. But I do think that's probably what this patch is going to do to the game. So, but at the moment, having a bit of a pressing tactic does help you attack because you win the ball higher up the pitch. You're just more aggressive. In terms of the offensive style, a lot of people don't realise what the offensive styles actually do. The balanced one's pretty straightforward. It is just a mix of everything. Long ball, players don't just run up crazy like fast build up, but they try and make runs in behind a lot and leave big gaps between your players. But it can be pretty good for through balls. Fast build up is more of a counter attacking one. The only time I would ever use this is on like an all out pressure. So you try to win the ball on every part of the pitch. It's very risky, but it's pretty good when you're pressing. And then possession, just players making runs closer to you. But I don't like possession because even when you try to keep the ball against the press, it's pretty useless and doesn't really do what it says, in my opinion. The last part about attacking the 4-4-2 that does matter, I guess, is the instructions. Stay central, stay forward. I put on the strikers. I don't want them going out wide at all because in reality, the wingers are going to do this. So you've got a left mid and right mid are offering the width. So you want these two in the middle, occupying the centre back, so you can do 1-2s, getting behind. You don't want getting behind as an actual instruction though, because when you do that, it ends up just meaning they don't make as good runs overall. They just force themselves into these stupid positions where the runs just aren't as good. Mixed attack works a lot better in my opinion. The only time I use getting behind is on my ultra defensive 4-2-3-1. I have a striker on getting behind just because I want him to be on the long ball, getting behind to get out the press. And then my ultra attacking because I'm trying to win the ball, just getting straight away. And then I'll have one CDM on balanced, just because he joins the attack a bit more. So that's the tactic. Those are the type of players you want. Like I say, if you want more in depth on the tactic, go and watch one of those videos I've done about it. Let's get into some gameplay clips now where I'll show you the actual attacking patterns in game and how they work. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some gameplay clips, examples of how I score in the 4-4-2. This one, we start with a corner, and you can see how I work it. It doesn't really seem to make a chance straight away. So I'm patient. I go backwards and then go forwards when the chance seems to open up. On corners, I don't really cross them too much. If they leave the keeper on the line, I might cross them a bit. Here, I'm looking for the space. And you can see that striker's occupied one of the centre backs. I'm always looking in the 4-4-2 because I have two strikers centrally to get the pass into one of the striker's feet. You can see now, it doesn't really look like there's a great chance, but this is the benefit of a 5-star skiller. A scoop turn, and then there, once I get there, it is worth shooting a cross goal. It is a pretty easy finish from there, so watch it back. That's also the benefit of the creative CDM, that he just gets a bit further up. The left mid here is a bit more central, and he's occupying this fullback, so there's a bit more space in the middle. See, I'm just rotating, looking for the chance. And then here, get the one-on-one. The scoop turn here just sells him. It's a nice, easy goal for me. One of my favourite things about the 4-4-2 is how quickly you can transition from defence to attack. So the counter-attack's amazing in it because you have a left mid, a right mid, and two strikers who are all going to be making good runs, and you can constantly get through balls in behind them. Through balls on this game are amazing, so you always want to look for them. But here, you can see a pass from a right back to this striker, so that was a driven pass. And now I've got these two strikers who want to be going there. And when you isolate people 2v2, it becomes a lot harder for them to defend because they're panicking, worried that if they make a mistake or don't predict the right way, that you're going to be on goal. You can see here, Neymar's occupying that way, so he can't completely commit with this guy to him because I'll just pass it there. Now, this is the benefit of the 5-star weak foot. If I was a 3-star weak foot, right-footed striker, he'll know I'm not going to go there because I'm not going to shoot at my left. But Eusebio, I kind of shaped to go that way. I don't think he expects me to actually go that way. He actually shoots on his right. Most players would shoot on the left there. But then it's an easy near post finish for Eusebio. Watch that back. Quick driven pass into the striker. I've got a 2v2. It's hard for him to defend this. There, nice easy finish. That's the benefit of the 4-4-2, being able to counter-attack quickly, get it to the strikers quick, and then having a 5-star weak foot can make a big difference there. Okay, a few goals now from my Road to Glory team. You can see here some nice play. That's one of the things on this 4-4-2 formation that I like. The width, again, Aouar there, the creative centre mid, getting forward. Go backwards, nothing seems to be on. And sometimes you just have to go back to your CDM. People think attack, you just have to go forwards every time. Sometimes the best way to go forwards is to go backwards, just because it creates more space. There, the pass into the striker's on. Whenever that pass is on, I'll always look for it. Quick scoot turn to try and break free. I would have liked to have gone there, but Varane would have covered me. So here, I've got a few options. I turn there, and there I could either through ball it to Mane, run towards there and finesse. But look what I do. I turn past him. So watch this again. Looking for the space. Turn that way. And when I turn that way, he's completely expecting me to go there. So I go there. This here is one of the keys in general in attacking. People often say to me, oh, what type of dribbling did you use there? And I don't use the R1 dribbling. I don't use the L1 dribbling. I just use left stick dribbling. And you can see what it can do here. So there, that is just left stick. There, it's just left stick. I'm just catching my opponent out of position. Mind games, making him not be able to predict what I do. And like I say, 4-4-2 having two strikers there. Mane's run also made it harder for him to defend. Here's an example of a goal I get where it's more so the pressing side of the tactic. So here, I don't really get how Eusebio doesn't get in on goal here. Eusebio just loses track of the ball. But there, the creative CDM being further up the pitch, the press being on, so when I lose the ball, they're in a bad position, so the press on every touch kicks in. He goes straight for the ball. I've got the two strikers now to pass to. There, I would like to turn and pass to Eusebio maybe, but I think he's going to mark that. You can see he backs off there. So now it's a good position to do the bridge. Then it's an easy finish near post. So here again, we lose the ball. Fernandez wins it. Easy bridge dribble. Then Neymar is never going to miss from there. Not a lot the opponent can do about that. Okay, like I've already said, the 4-4-2 is a great counter-attacking formation. You can see here, I have a left mid ready to go there, right in there. It's 2 strikers ready to go. Constant looking for through balls. Like I say, I don't have getting behind instruction on because I don't want that to be the only runs they make, but you can trigger these runs in behind with L1. You can see here, good space, and look here, I turn, I'm looking for the space, and then Mbappe is making this run. Time the pass well, and then it is an easy goal. Not a lot my opponent can do from there. Easy finish. If he brought the keeper the whole way out, I'd just ball roll him anyway. That has come from having lots of options in different positions to counter-attack. And like I say, you want pace out wide to be able to exploit that. Through balls are really strong, and then from there, Mbappe was never going to be caught. So the last goal I showed you, and this one now, these are going to be the last 2 of the video. I appreciate you watching, but I wanted the last 2 goals to particularly be about using the width in the formation, because I think a lot of the time on FIFA, people get stuck in just playing one-dimensional attacking through the middle. I know I do that sometimes, and attacking down the wings can make a big, big difference. And the 4-4-2 kind of forces you to do that a bit more. Like I said, I am always going to be looking to do the passes into the strikers, do 1-2s, bridges, but using the wings and taking advantage of them can make a big difference. So look at this goal now. So Eusebio gets a bit lucky here. I turn here because I've spotted this running behind. Great run from Mane. He moves his keeper here, so I maybe should have shot there. I was surprised this goes in, but watch that finish. That's Mane. That goal a lot is just Mane being crazy. But look here. There's nothing centrally. He's pulled his fullback out. So I use the width. And there you go. One of the nice things about this formation is basically if somebody pulls a player out of position at all, you've got 4 attackers who can exploit it. So use that, take advantage of it. The width in this formation is great. The counter-attacking is great. The creative CDM gives you another option. 2 strikers to pass between, getting behind. The 4-4-2 is one of the best formations in the game. Check it out if you haven't already. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Have a great night.